In a world marked by darkness and distress and crazy things happening, hope is an essential part of your faith as a Jesus follower. Without hope, you cannot cope. Those are the words of Rick Warren. They're corny, but they're correct. You have to have hope in this world to cope with all the things that you're going to face. And so you have to understand what it is and what it is not. Hope is not wishful thinking. Hope is not a strong desire for something. We say, gosh, I hope I win the lottery, or I hope I find a good deal on a car. But that's not hope, that's wishful thinking. Hope is a confident expectation. We are told in the Old Testament in Isaiah 40:31, that God is going to renew the strength of those who put their hope, their confident expectation in the Lord. And Job, who went through more distress and darkness than anybody I've ever heard of, at the end of his life, Job said, though God might slay me, I will still put my hope in him. I am still hoping in him. I have a confident expectation in God that he's going to make things right. The idea of this word hope in the Old Testament is that you put your hope in God because you have a firm belief that God cannot and will not disappoint you, that God cannot and will not go against his word, that God cannot and will not go against his character. That's what it means to hope. That even when things around us are out of control and when things in our lives don't make sense, even when we're in a situation like Job, where literally his life was torn apart, his family died, he lost all of his wealth, and he was all alone, and then he lost his health. And yet he was able to say, I'm still hoping in God. I have this firm belief that God's not going to go against his character in my life. God's not going to go against his word in my life. And ultimately, God cannot disappoint me. He cannot let me down. And so my hope continues to be in him. And I love that verse in Isaiah, because it's easy to look at the news, to look at Facebook, to look at the lives of the people that we love, and just sometimes lose hope and become weary and just get tired and wonder what all of this is about. But we are promised that our strength gets renewed when we have a firm belief that God's not going to let us down. He's not going to leave us alone. He's not going to go against his word or his character. This is what we need. This hope, this strong, confident expectation that God is in our future, already working things out for our good. So whatever's in your life today, whatever is making you weary, whatever is making you disappointed, whatever is making you tired, whatever is making you upset, nervous, or anxious, put your hope, your confident expectation that God won't disappoint you. Put it in God and see what happens. Without hope, you cannot cope. I hope you cope well today. Bye.